born and bred in Nashville, but she walks the beaches down in Florida sand. A mother and wife, a daughter, a sister, trying hard to do the best she can. She found her voice with a heavy heart, looking for purpose with trembling hands. And giving this all a new start, moving ahead, speaking for ones who came. And she says, I am who I am, I'll stand my ground. Even when the nights get long and rough, you'll hear my sound. She'll be speaking for the ones unheard, 'cause she's got a caring heart that won't be turned. Her mama fought cancer while she was searching, stories that needed a gentle voice. We saw summer's name and felt the heart ache and tried to bring light where there was no choice. And when she heard us the best in her sadness rose, she prays for truth through the noise. She'll follow wherever the story goes, seeking their dignity, a child's joy.
She's from Nashville, Tennessee, nearly 59 and wild and free. Send the gifts to Cash App, honey, birthdays don't come free. She showed up to Disney World and the whole dang place was closed. Just smiled and said that track's for me, and struck a fabulous pose. Her job to do better than yesterday, now that's a flex. She's got too many family members and a few she won't confess. Loyal until you're not worth it, that's the Smiley guarantee. She'll ride for you through fire, girl, but don't you test her loyalty. Best friends for 40 years, she won't tell you who they are. Smile around and find out, baby, 'cause she's the main character, the star. Loyal until you're not worth it, read the fine print, it's right there. Love her right and she's forever, love her wrong and she don't care. She's got a dream to rock a porch chair on a farm till she's 100 years old. Coffee in hand, crows in the sky, like Stephen King, but less cold. She listens to everyone she meets, loves them all from the start. But honey, give her one good reason and she'll professionally depart. Traveling the world, making memories, quiet country air. She don't sell her soul for nobody, that ain't ever gonna be up for sale, I swear. She's the manual And the escape clause will clap for you, but she'll also pause if the shoe fits. Wear it, boo. The truth is the truth. Smiley told you.
On a cold February evening, a shadow walked away. A boy with dreams and laughter, now lost in yesterday. The seasons turned in silence, time spins without a sound. Yet every whispered memory still echoes all around. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. His picture's in our windows, his laughter fills the air. No amount of passing moments can diminish how we care. Every candle ever lighted, every prayer that we share is a promise to the future, a testament to prayer. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. Sebastian, if somehow you hear us, know our hearts beat strong for you. People searching in the shadows, still holding on to truth. You have never been forgotten, not for one single day. Our promise stands unbroken, we're not walking away. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name.
To everyone listening, please remember Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. If you know something, no matter how small, share it with law enforcement.
Sebastian,
You are loved. You are missed.
you are loved,
You are remembered. And as long as there are people who care, your name will continue to be spoken. Your picture will continue to be seen. And hope will continue to live. This is our promise. We'll never stop looking.
Well, hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for being so patient. Sorry, everybody. I was having a little bit of technical difficulties. Hello, hello. Look where I'm at. Oh, my goodness. Where am I? Can anybody guess? Good to see y'all. Peekaboo, I see you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Have mercy. Look out. She's back. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Thank you for being here. Hello, H. Davis. Good to see you. Good to see you, H. Davis. I am doing brilliant, honey. Thank you for being here. Hello, Deborah. Thank you for being here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. Hello, Raymond. Thank you for being here. That's right. Get you a snack and sit down, honey. Get you some coffee. Hello, hello. My beautiful Millie. Hello. Thank you for being here. And Janice, my beautiful, and Bo. Hello. Nice to see you. Y'all come right on in and say hello. If you're in the bushes, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Come on in. Sit right down. Sit right down with me. Hello, beautiful Miss Ann Reynolds. Hello, sweetie. Hello, how are you doing? Julie, hello, hello. Thank you all for being here. I am so glad to see you all. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it just a wonderful feeling to be here? I know it's a wonderful feeling for me to be back in my room. Hello, second to number one. Good evening. Hello, hello. It's so nice to see you all. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. That's right, Bo. Y'all got 3 songs tonight. You got 3 songs tonight. Susie. Hello, Susie. Love you, ma'am. Lord, my buttons are sliding everywhere. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. That's right. Y'all go. This is the FBI website, and y'all can go there and see the flyers and pass the flyers out or print them or whatever you need to do. Absolutely. And y'all don't forget after the live, the thumbs up, but don't forget you can hype now. You can hype 3 times a week. Yep. Use it or lose it, as Justin says. Use it or lose it. Let's see here. I don't want to miss anyone. I don't want to miss a thing. I can't hit a note today. Raymond became a YouTube member. Raymond's always been a YouTube member. Raymond is one of my biggest supporters. Thank you, Raymond. But my membership got paused for 3 months, or has it been 3 months? I don't even know how long it's been. Anyway, Raymond is one of my biggest supporters. Thank you, Raymond. And we appreciate you. And let me go back up here. It says new members. God, I got to see if they'll fix that, because we all know that you've been a member forever and a day, honey. So I'm just now on my big computer, so I could see through my phone last night. I'm willing to let bygones be bygones, as Smiley apologized. Who do I need to apologize to, Vincent? How about you just tell me, because, it depends. I'm in a good mood tonight. So what do I need to apologize to? What do I need to apologize for? I might be a big girl and put on my big girl panties tonight. Let's see. I know you was trolling last night. Let's see. You want to come up here and tell me about it? I can drop you a link. You want to come up here and tell me about it? And let's see if I want to be a big girl before we get started on this. Do you want to do that? Because I can. If I feel like I'm wrong, I can apologize, and then we can let bygones be bygones. I did say that, even I said in one of my live streams that I would let bygones be bygones with Benny Keys. So I don't know. I don't know who you are, Vincent, but, do you want to, come up here and tell me who you are? Hey, green-eyed gal. So I don't know what kind of bygones you got, but Kathy, hey. Janice has been a member for 19 months. Dang, Raymond, why didn't yours hold? I don't know. Now you and Janice has got some beef going on. Oh, Susie. Let's see what Susie says. See, Susie says became a new YouTube member. So hers is showing new too. That's crazy. YouTube's got to get it together. I know y'all been here, so I don't know. Second to number 1. 2 Jules. Oh, thank you, Susie. Thank you so much, honey. Gypsy. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Let's see. Yeah, there's my membership link. If you want to join, y'all just join on up. Miriam. Let's see. Ann Reynolds. Let's see. Lisa Thompson. Hey, Lisa. Good to see you, Lisa. I hope you're doing good. Love you, Kathy. Hey. Hey, Johnny Ladd. Nice to see you. Let's see. Who we got here? Who we got? I'm trying to get to the very bottom. Bo, new member. Green-eyed gal. Everybody. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. Woohoo! Thank you all. I must have scared the hell out of Vincent. Where'd you go, Vincent? Where'd you go? Oh, Lordy, honey. Lord have mercy. Anyway. So, yeah, ain't nothing gonna bust my bubble tonight. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Raymond. Love you, my dear. Thank you so much. Now, see, I could see it on my, I don't know who got that. I could see it on my, Millie took care of him. Millie's trigger finger. Millie's trigger finger. Oh, goodness. I could see it on my phone last night, but now on here, I can't see who got the membership. Millie said sorry, but he went to the cremation box. Hey, Tennessee Nana. Hello. Love you in Tennessee Nana. Hope you're doing good. Hope everybody's doing wonderful tonight. Hope everybody's doing wonderful. Hey. Hello. Hope everybody's doing great. Love you. Millie's fast. Millie is fast. I love y'all. So much. Oh my gosh. And Janice is still awake. That is too funny. Oh gosh. I'm more slap out. I'm sorry, Lisa. I should be. I've been driving all day, but I am home. I am finally home. For a while anyway. I'm perked up on a lot of coffee. Yeah, don't mess with Millie. That's right. Don't mess with Millie. Oh my goodness. Well, hello everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all being here with me tonight. Anybody in the bushes, hello, come in and say hello. Don't be scared, really. Millie ain't gonna get y'all. Smiley ain't gonna eat you up tonight. I'm too much in a good mood. Tonight we're going to continue with my part 4 of the breakdown of the federal lawsuit filed by Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers. And so y'all can grab a couple of drinks, get comfortable, and let's walk right through this together. My goal is to explain what the lawsuit says in plain English or Smiley's English, whichever one y'all can keep up with. I'm just saying. So hopefully everyone can better understand the legal arguments being made. But before we begin, I want to say something from my heart. I cannot imagine the pain that Seth Rogers has endured. Reading over and over these allegations like these, and for him to be hearing them and reliving them over and over through all of us creators and through the legal documents and depositions and all these court filings that he has to hear in different points of view, because it has to be incredibly difficult. Whether you're a parent or not, it's hard to imagine carrying that kind of heartbreak. It really is. So, Seth, if you happen to hear this, I'm truly sorry that you're living through this. It's every parent's worst nightmare. My prayers remain with you, and most importantly, with Sebastian. As always, I want to remind everyone that this lawsuit contains allegations made by the plaintiffs, and, the allegations have not been proven in court, and the defendants do have an opportunity to respond through legal process. It's going to be a long road for everybody. And my purpose tonight is not to decide guilt or innocence. I do have my thoughts and my takes on it. Hey, Danny Lynn. Hello. I'm glad personally that this lawsuit has been filed. I really am. That's my personal opinion. And it should have been done a long time ago. That's my personal opinion. I'm allowed to have that. But to read, and I just want to explain and discuss what has been filed publicly. There's a lot that's not put out there publicly. And I asked everyone in chat, though, to please be respectful and remain respectful. So far, it's been good, except for little Vincent over there somewhere out yonder. Over the rainbow somewhere. We can all have different opinions without attacking one another at the end of the day. And we all got to remember that there is one person that should remain at the center of all this conversation, and that is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, because he is the victim. He is the reason we're here, and he is still missing. He deserves answers. He deserves to be found. He deserves accountability. And all of us should continue hoping and praying that he's found. And if you don't, you just don't belong here, in my opinion. If you're ready, I know this is not easy, but if you're ready, I will continue. I hope I didn't lose track, but I think I was on page 12, and that's about where I'm going to start and break down. And we'll just do it together, So I guess let's get started, and again, the disclaimer we'll put is just same thing as public awareness, and we're just discussing the federal lawsuit as we have been, and again, everybody's presumed innocent until and unless the court says otherwise, but we all have our own opinions. I just ask that we don't harass anyone and that we just keep everything respectful. You know, just don't harass anyone. That's not what I'm asking anybody to do, period. And then again, if you know where Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is or have any information about him, contact FBI at FBI or at 1-800 call FBI or TBI at 1-800 TBI find. So with that being said, you know, let's get started. So basically, this lawsuit is stating that the government and its entities are liable for constitutional violations caused by its policies, customs, or practices, and upon information and belief Sumner County, through the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, maintains official policy, customs, and practices that were the moving force constitutional violations, including a custom of under-resourcing missing persons investigations, a policy practice of failing to maintain communication with family of missing persons, a custom of failing to coordinate with DCS and other agencies regarding known risk factors, and a practice of effectively abandoning investigations without resolutions. So thank you, Janice, so much. So they're saying that not just in Sebastian's case, but other cases too, that they also don't resolve cases there. And if you know a lot about Sumner County, there are other cases that have not been resolved, and they just leave things unresolved, you know. But with Sebastian's case, he was vulnerable. There's things that they should have known that we went over with, that they knew about, that was documented, and that they had been involved with. They didn't let other people in, you know, and they had these policies and all of these things going on, and these policies and customs reflect choices by Sumner County and by the final policymaker, which is the defendant Craddock, for one, you know, and that's one reason that he's being sued. Hey, Lizzie. How are you doing? Lizzie loves you. Hello, hello. And so regarding those allegations of those investigative resources and the way that they prioritized the missing person cases and the scale of the search, the assignments of the personnel by Craddock, the family communications, all of that, you know, Sumner County policies and procedures were the moving force behind the constitutional violations. is what it's saying. And that was one of the direct results of Sumner County's deliberate policy, customs, and policies that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers remains a highly at-risk missing youth. Plaintiffs are entitled to damages, they're entitled to that. If Sebastian was here today, even Seth explained to me that he would be able to sue on Sebastian's behalf for damages because Sebastian is a minor and he went through trauma, right? Would everybody say that was wrong? I don't think so. I don't think so. Thank you, Raymond. Raymond gifted a membership. Whoever got that, please thank Raymond. Thank you so much. Welcome to Smiley Squad. Oh, I almost forgot I got my bell. And I'm home. I almost forgot my bell, honey. I almost forgot. So, yeah, it is asking for that. Damages against the individual defendants for conduct and reckless or callous indifference to federally protected rights. For relief, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office is asking to immediately reopen and actively prosecute the investigation with adequate resources and attorney fees and cost as well, pursuant to 42 USC 1988, right? Thank you, Millie. Thank you for that. Millie gifted a membership as well. Woo-hoo-hoo. Thank you, Millie. Y'all are on a roll tonight. Hey, Brandy from Indy. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. So basically, what it's saying, let's just break it down. The claims are there as a pattern of not dictating enough resource or dedicating enough resources for missing person investigations and failing to communicate with families, period. They seem to have a problem with that. Again, I don't know if you know this. The ones that's been standing on Seth's neck this whole time. But listen to me. I don't have time to go into every case in Sumner County. You need to do your research, though, because there's people there that's still missing. There's cases there that has been fumbled up. Sebastian's is not the only one through the years. I would love to sit here and go into every one of them. But y'all know me, I have to stay focused, because if I don't stay focused, I go off in la la land somewhere. I'll be the first one to admit that. But they're there, and I'm just trying to break this one down and stay on track for you. And I'm trying to do it Smiley style, and that's not easy. Not even for me. But if you do your research, Sebastian's case is not the first one in Sumner County that this has happened to, while everybody's standing on Seth Rogers' neck so hard that he can't breathe while he don't have his son, and all he's trying to do is get somebody to answer him and give him some answers and help find out what's happened to his child, his son, his only son, his only child, his flesh and blood. They dropped the ball, and he has every right to do that. This is not the only case they have dropped the ball on. They have failed to communicate with him and with others. So let me move on from that before I get started. It's also saying they failed to coordinate with DCS and other agencies. And in my opinion, they will not let that ego get out of the way. In my opinion, at least Pretty Boy won't, right? So to break it down, they're allowing investigations to lose the momentum or just be abandoned and never, ever even be resolved. They're just letting everything go unresolved. The lawsuit saying basically this wasn't about one mistake by one person or one investigator. It's alleging that there's a bigger problem, a bigger issue with the entire sheriff's department. So everybody wants to know, well, why is Eric Craddock named? Because why, Smiley? Because Eric Craddock is the Pretty Boy chief, right? He's in charge. He's involved with all investigative resources. Wake up, stay woke. Okay? He's the big chief, okay? What he says goes. Or he thinks so, in my opinion. Because what the court says goes if this makes it all the way through the courts. And what the jury says, if it makes it to the jury, is going to go. But right now, in the sheriff's office, what he says goes. And this is why he was named. What he says goes over all the missing person cases, how they are prioritized, right? He says how everything is staffed. He says who's put where. For example, Brandon Carter, you're going to be the only detective put on Sebastian's case. Everybody else butt out. Brandon's the lead detective. He's going to be the only detective on here, and anything else that comes up, we're just letting everybody think he's the only one on this case, period, end of story. Even though Sebastian is a disabled, vulnerable, at high risk child, boop. He says how staff is assigned. He says who communicates with Sebastian's family. He says, who talks to Seth Rogers. He says, who talks to Katie Proudfoot, Chris Proudfoot, who does not. He is the boss. Pretty boy snaps them fingers and they jump. In my opinion. This lawsuit is telling us, in my opinion, these were not random decisions. But again, my opinions is not a court finding. The suit, I believe, is to be saying also it's a major problem. Why is what happened to Sebastian happen, and why he still remains at high risk if you read the lawsuit. Why he's still an at-risk missing youth with very documented disabilities and is very vulnerable, in my opinion. And in my opinion, they need to be held accountable, is what the lawsuit is saying. So Seth and his attorney is asking for compensatory damages for alleged harm and punctuative damages, which is meant to punish an individual if a jury finds their conduct was indeed reckless or shows callous disregard. Now, a lot of people think that it was, and it was both. And in a jury, I've been on many mock juries as well as real juries, but I've been on many mock juries that's handled just these cases. I used to do that a lot. It could go either way, or it could go half and half. In fact, this one may actually go to a mock jury. I don't know. Hard to tell, just to see where it would go. But, and because it's such a high stake, such a high stake one, I don't know. It's very possible. Very possible he could play this one, his attorney could play this one out in California, if you think about it. Where this case is maybe not too well known. I don't know if a lot of you know about mock juries or not. Very possible. It's real courthouse. It's real people. But it's not really a real trial. People get paid to go do that. But anyway, they say they want to take it to jury trial. I feel it was indeed reckless and callous, but it don't go on my thoughts and it don't go on your thoughts, but we all have thoughts and public opinions, right? I know if it was my child, how I would feel. That's all I know. That's all I know. Now, the punctuative damages are not automatically awarded. The plaintiff would have to meet a higher legal standard, I believe, but the injunctive relief is important because if I'm not mistaken, and I'm no lawyer, listen, honey, I am no lawyer and I don't pretend to be. I'm just trying to break it down for y'all. What they would ask a judge is to order the sheriff's office to immediately reopen the investigation and actively investigate it and to provide adequate resources. So this isn't about money. It's asking the court to require certain actions be taken and attorney fees and cost if the plaintiff prevails under federal civil rights under that statute 42 USC 1988. What did Bo say? Mine is on and off. Oh, you're talking to Raymond. Sorry. But, like Seth said, there's no price tag on his son. There's no price tag on his son, right? There's no price tag on his son. But what we're basically doing is just reading this, and his attorney knows what he's doing, I'm sure. He knows more than you and I. So I'm just basically going through this, right? This part just explains why the lawsuit believes Sumner County should be held accountable. Let's see. Hold on. So they're just asking that the defendants pay reasonable attorney fees and litigation costs, and that they're basically reading and hearing all, they're just basically, the allegations are federal court and lawsuit filed. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' father has not, it's just not ruled yet. So that part just explains it believes Sumner County should be held responsible and for the policies and claims failed. They failed Sebastian and what they are and what they're asking for, and what ultimately they want if they win. I don't blame them. But now I want to go over what I think. All that's boring to me. So what I want to go over is what I feel is very important in the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. And I think it's really, to me, in my opinion, the heart of the lawsuit. And it's labeled the third cause of action in its own. Actually, it's on page 11. To me, that right there is one of the most important pages, I think, in my opinion, so far, because that page is simply not criticizing individuals. To me, its decisions is alleging something a whole lot more deeper there. According to the lawsuit, the issue isn't just it's not just what one detective did or didn't do in that lawsuit. So let me look at that one. Let's look at that one. Hold on. So this third cause of action is plaintiffs incorporate by reference all preceding paragraphs set forth herein. Supervisory liability attaches under 42 U.S.C. 1983 when a supervisor's failure to train or supervise subordinates amounts to deliberate indifference to the rights of persons those subordinates encounter. The inadequacy in training must be closely related and the actual cause of the ultimate constitutional injury. As set forth herein, defendant's conduct violated Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' constitutionally protected liberty interest in personal security under the Fourth Amendment and Rogers' protected liberty interest in the care, custody, and companionship of his son. Upon information and belief, Sumner County and Sheriff Craddock failed to provide Sumner County Sheriff's officers and detectives with adequate training in the investigation of a missing person case involving disabled neurodivergent children in the assessment and prioritization of cases presenting known abuse risk factors, including prior DCS involvement, the identification and preservation of crime scenes and context of missing children investigations, the proper verification, alibi, and information from individuals in the missing child's household, the coordination with the agencies, including DCS, the TBI, and the FBI in cases involving high-risk missing children, the development and maintenance of investigative resources sufficient for the duration of the unsolved missing persons case, and maintaining required communication with the family's missing person throughout the investigation. The need for such training was obvious. Law enforcement officers investigating the disappearance of disabled minor from home marked documented physical and sexual abuse. So it's saying that they did not do the proper training. And I think that's something much deeper. I think according to this lawsuit issue, it was just, not one detective. It was the whole kit and caboodle there. The failure to properly train, to supervise the officers handling the case involving a vulnerable child. In this case, it was Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers and kids with disabilities. And again, that was Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers here. And it specifically lists several areas where, the plaintiff believes inadequate forms of investigative measures was taken. They did not recognize the abuse risk. They didn't preserve evidence. They didn't verify alibis. They didn't coordinate activities the way that they should. They didn't use the state and federal agencies like they should have. And they didn't keep the resources on the case, and they didn't maintain communications with the family. Again, I want to make it clear these are allegations But we already know that most of that is true, right? So I think that's very important. I think that is a big deal. But no matter if you agree or you don't agree, I think at the very least it raises questions. I mean, these are questions that many people's asked since Sebastian's been gone, been missing. Was every available resource used? Was every single tip and lead provided and followed? Why only 8 days? What happened after that? Where was these tips going? Why did people stop answering? Was it handled the way it should have been? Why was FBI not called in? This was over and over and over again. When a disabled, vulnerable child was involved. This lawsuit is asking the court to determine whether these failures was not just individual mistakes or not. I mean, that's big. Yeah, he should have never been treated as a runaway. Exactly. And besides that, why would you take a word of somebody, the last person that was seen with him? I don't. Especially when you have them on camera driving with their freaking window up. Oh, I went to look for my son, but by the way, I was yelling for him. Oh, but my window was up. I mean, did they not have questions about that at all? I mean, come on now. Let that have been me or you. We would have been down in the handcuffs and asked questions later. I mean, come on. Let's get real. And you was at the school looking for him? Okay, but you didn't even get out of the car? Come on. Yes, exactly, hillbilly. Exactly. And that part. Who does that? It makes them all look like they're in it together. It makes no sense. I mean, it's a joke. Yeah, right. And then it's just okay to leave town. And I mean, yeah, you can leave town. There's nothing perfectly wrong with that. But to leave food outside and I mean, come on. Somebody's got to have some common sense around here now. Yeah, not even close to the building. And look, the first thing I would have done, look, I don't know for a fact if it's true. It was said that Sebastian a neighbor said that he had got under, y'all remember that a neighbor said he had got under his car one time or whatever. I don't know if that's true or not. However, even if I heard that as a rumor, and I was his mother, and she knows if it's true or not, I'd have been down at that school, and look, Sebastian, we've even heard Seth say it the other night. I was on the panel myself. Look, he likes to get under beds. We know that. He likes to read books under the flashlight, with the flashlight under the bed. So he likes to get under things. We did hear on the news for a fact, hey, Seth, rumor turned out to be a different child. Okay, so that he wasn't under the car, but we know that he liked to get under the bed and read. So we did hear the news say to look in small spaces and stuff like that. So we know he liked to get under the bed and stuff. So my point was going to be, how come Katie didn't get out and look under cars and, look in small? As a mother, I would have freaked out. I would have freaked out and got out of the car and been hollering, Sebastian. Matter of fact, I'd have been going, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, where are you at? Hell, with my dog, I'd be going, happy birthday. Happy birthday. That ain't even her middle name. She ain't even got a middle name. But you know what I'm saying, y'all? Listen to me. Why? Just why? I mean, come on now, people. So ultimately, I just don't even know. People want the truth, and they want accountability, and they want Sebastian found, right? That's what they want. And the lawsuit is saying Sheriff Craddock was ultimately responsible for supervising his department, and allegedly he failed that. He failed. He failed to properly supervise the detective assigned to Sebastian. And in my opinion, that detective failed. And that would be Brandon Carter. And Craddock, he only had one detective assigned to the case. And this is described as a high-risk missing child investigation. That's inadequate. It also alleges that the investigation was allowed to stagnate for more than 18 months without anything going on, any significant intervention, anything. No communication. The communication with Seth broke down. I don't know. I don't know what kind of communication was going on with the Proudfeet, but leadership matters. There was no leadership here. Even if one detective made a mistake, supervisors have the responsibility to step in and step up and do the right thing. But none of that happened here. None of that happened. So everybody needs to take accountability. It looks like they just tucked tail and ran, in my opinion. In my opinion, and according to the lawsuit, evidently, they couldn't even come out and face Seth the several times he's been up there in front of the sheriff's office or talking to the news. They couldn't even give the news a comment, or wouldn't, I should say. And then they wanted to even stoop lower than low and come out and shoot birds. Really? Wow. Wow. So yeah, I would say, in my opinion, hey, show poodle, I would say, in my opinion, that they do need training all across the board, not just in Sumner County, but definitely starting with Sumner County, on all vulnerable adults and children. The laws need to be changed, because I think there was one here a while back. I can't even think of the name of it, but do y'all remember where they pulled the guy over? He was autistic, and he was driving. I cannot remember. It caused them to start putting the green, what was it, a green? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, a green card or something in their wallets. But anyway, I should know that one, but I don't. But anyway, you know, I've seen many times over and over again where, and I'm not throwing shade at any cops on this, because it's just, listen, knowledge is power. And there's a lot of ignorance when it comes to, and I'm going to say this on everybody, not just cops. I'm going to say this on everybody. And I can say this because I have an autistic son. I can say this. There's a lot of ignorance in this world when it comes to autism. I've heard it all. I have heard it all. Some of it is so damn dumb, you don't even need to give it you don't even need to answer it and try to help it along. Just like fucking Jay for Justice over there, I heard her say, well, they don't look autistic. God bless America. Anyway. Oh my God. But you can't fix stupid no matter how you try. Oh, it was the Blue Envelope program. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I remembered it was the envelope program, because I like that idea. Some people didn't like it. I did kind of like that idea. Yes, Susie. But I just think it needs to be changed across the whole entire board, through every state, especially with even EMS. That's one thing I was always scared with my son when he was younger. Would he ever get out and the cops think, wouldn't understand or think something else. You always have that fear they're gonna get hurt or something, just by that wrong move or wrong, look or something. You're always scared. But everybody needs that training. Anyway, I don't think that they have that the training that they need, nor do I don't think that they have that training there in Sumner County that they need. And evidently they didn't have it in this case, when it's well documented that they have been in Sebastian's life for a couple of years prior. It's documented, they knew about him, and everything else. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's basically what that's saying, in my opinion. But it's also saying that because of these failures, Sebastian remains missing. Seth Rogers has been deprived of the relationship with his son, and the plaintiffs believe that they should receive compensation. And so, again, I don't disagree one bit. These failures have had a lot of consequences to them, and it further harms Sebastian, and it harms his father to this day. You know, another a question: how often? Let me ask y'all this in the audience: how often do you think? In your opinion, how often do you think that a family should be updated with a missing child? How often do y'all think? What do you think is reasonable? I mean, we've seen it on here. We've seen it with Brandy, or maybe you know somebody that's had a missing child, or unfortunately, or maybe, you know, I don't know. What are your own thoughts? Southern Soul Trot said, I think he should be updated daily. Yeah, they never thought America would fall in love. Thank you, Raymond. Every day. Yep. Welcome to Smiley Squad. Yeah, I think they should be notified of everything, honestly. Unless they are absolutely 100% a suspect, then I can understand certain parts. They should still be, I think that they should still be in contact with them, but there's a certain things that they should not be told about, in case that they need to be like one of those things that only that person would know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, or a visit in person, something like that. I get they can't give them every single piece of information. I get that. But, and then with that, they should either clear them, or, you know, get them off the table and move on. But at the very least, even if they don't clear them, then they need to give press conferences, and they need to they need to give press conferences at least every month or two, and they need to, when they do, they need to give updates, and they need to put his picture in the background, in my opinion. But they're just ignoring everything and everybody. It makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. I mean, I think that's wrong myself. I mean, why would you just, it's like they just set this case aside. And so put a 1 in the chat. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's somebody in here that don't think so. Do y'all think that that every law enforcement office, even EMS, all of them, do you think that they should have specialized training in with, you know, the vulnerable adults and children? Put a 1 if you do, and then a 2 if you don't think it's necessary, but put a 1 if you do. Yeah. Hey, Gerald. Gypsy says I'm torn. I think everybody should be trained in it because, like I said, it's unless, hey, Lady Freedom, I mean, it is a scary thought because, again, even if a child or an adult is not missing, and I know this as a parent, it's always a fear. You could have the best in the world. You could have one that works and that's brilliant, but they don't sometimes have always the best facial expressions, or they might drive and get pulled over and, maybe not understand a command, or maybe not put their both hands on the wheel, or something fast enough. And it might not end up a good situation. And that has always been my fear. And I just think for that reason that it should be training. Look, every child on the autism spectrum is not the same. Yeah, and I love seeing your point of view. Let's see. As a wife of a retired police officer, and I've seen body cams, not on YouTube, of people going through it, they don't always have the benefit of trying to determine the level of mental disability, or if, hold on, where are you at? Or if, wait a minute. Gypsy, where are you at? Shit. Or if a person is just mean, it only takes a second, and I choose for my husband. I get that. I do get that. But but there is a difference. And if they had the training, they may know that difference. That might be the difference, though, Gypsy, in the training. You understand? That might be the difference in the training. There's a difference in evil, and then there's a difference in mental. Because mental is not always evil. He was in the wrong account again. Oh, Lord. But it does make, Millie's right, Gypsy. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. She does make, absolutely. 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 I agree. And then runaways are not always, and I just think, I wish they would treat runaways different. I just do. Because, I just feel runaways can be in so much danger. Just because of my family member and what happened too. I mean, and they're no longer with us, but you just listen, especially if they're a minor. But see, they just treat them as if, oh well, if you kick my door in, I'm not asking you if you need help. I'm taking you out. Exactly. Boom, boom. Mm-mm. Yep. Gypsy, got you. I hope you're feeling better too, Seth. You must have gave me your headache because I had a freaking headache from hell. And then I got home safe. Everybody that's just coming in, but I had to buy 3 packs or one of those. I bought one of those 3 packs at the market, gas station, whatever, of Tylenols, 2, 4, 6. I guess it was 6. Hey, Vicky. And I took. You still got it, Seth? I took 2 packs on the way home, and then I took 1 after I got home. It's finally easing up. Jesus Lord. But yeah, I'm finally home. I had chili tonight. I don't know why. I waited till late, and I told my husband, I said, I want some chili. I made him cook me some chili. I didn't cook nothing. He kept saying, you tired? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, but will you? And then I texted him from in here. I said, you know what I really want? I really want some chili. Yeah, it takes 4 to 6 hours. I know. I'm trying to clean house, but I'm here in chat. I will be listening now. Oh, prayers to you, Miss Ann. Yeah, look, he said, Happy don't seem like she's too happy to be back home as much this time as she was last time. He said, you're wearing her out. Oh my God. She was tired. I don't even know where she's at right now. She's probably in there in bed with him. She's probably just tired. Yeah, Happy was out living her best life. Yeah, because y'all don't hear her snoring, do you? She's somewhere knocked out. She's in her real bed. She's in her real bed, honey. Didn't y'all notice it was quiet in here? Lord have mercy. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I still got more of this to go over, but y'all know I gotta be taking my time because Lord, it's a lot. It is a lot. Let's see. I guess tomorrow we're only on the 4th case action. Oh my God. Yeah, we're only on the 4th case action. Shoot. But we'll get through it. Yeah, it's a lot to cover. It is a lot to cover. Whew. But we'll get there. We'll get there. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Hey, we'll get there. I appreciate y'all all being here with me and going through it with me, because I was dreading it. I really was. I was, you know, I just, but, you know, I just, man, it's horrible. I just want Sebastian found. I want some answers, and I don't understand how it can keep going on with somebody knows, and, you know, they're just sitting there letting it linger on. Because to me, in my opinion, in my head, he did not run away, and you're not going to convince me that he did. So don't even try. But in the meantime, I guess I will play us out. And it's been a long day for me. And I know some of you, it's been a long day for you too. But thank you all. Thank you all for being here so much. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your support. And I appreciate all of you showing up. And I appreciate all of your memberships. I appreciate showing out tonight. Susie, her Jules, Raymond, all of your gifts, Janice. I'm so excited I got my stuff back. I am. Second to number 1, her Jules. Let me go through these again, because on my phone I couldn't do that. So I want y'all to know I appreciate you. Jilly and Bo, everybody that gave gifts. Raymond gave gifts, and Janice, Millie. Oh my gosh, I just love y'all. I got home, and also Millie gave me a beautiful, I had took it in the kitchen, so I won't go get it, but I had posted it. She had me a beautiful box for my birthday, so I had me everything, honey. I just love y'all. I'm telling you what, y'all support me, and I love you for it. And I love you even more for supporting Sebastian and always keeping his name and face out. Y'all do so much. Just thank you. Just keep keeping his name and face out, and sharing the live and hyping it, and you know, just do everything that you can. Share a flyer in your town, you know. Do whatever you can to keep his name and face out there. And we'll play his song out, and I really appreciate it. And I will see y'all again tomorrow. And I will be here, and y'all be here, or be square. And I will see y'all in the streets. YouTube streets, that is. I love y'all very much. Let's play it out.
On a cold February evening, a shadow walked away. A boy with dreams and laughter, now lost in yesterday. The seasons turned in silence, time spins without a sound. Yet every whispered memory still echoes all around. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. His pictures in our windows, laughter fills the air. No amount of passing moments can diminish how we care. Every candle ever lighted, every prayer that we share is a promise to the future, a testament to prayer. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. Sebastian, if somehow you hear us, know our hearts beat strong for you. People searching in the shadows, still holding on to truth. You have never been forgotten, not for one single day. Our promise stands unbroken, we're not walking away. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. To everyone listening, please remember Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. If you know something, no matter how small, share it with law enforcement. Sebastian, you are loved, you are missed, you are remembered. And as long as there are people who care, your name will continue to be spoken. Your picture will continue to be seen, and hope will continue to live. This is our promise. We'll never stop looking.